And now there's somebody doing work outside. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Ginny. Are you kidding me? Stop it. You have to mow the lawn now? My cats are driving me crazy. It's not even green. I'm hot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Take 1,035,000. Hello everybody, it's Melissa and I'm back with another video, and this is literally the 35th time that I've tried starting this video. I've got a barking dog, I've got cats jumping around trying to steal all of my pieces of paper that I have, I've got all types of distractions, but I'm sitting down and filming this video because I really want to get this information out to you guys. So I don't really know where all of this started. Essentially, I was kind of doing some reflecting on my health and fitness in the last year and a half, and whatever kind of system that I had for accountability wasn't really working. My mentality was like, I'm just gonna go to the gym 5 times this week. I wouldn't go to the gym 5 times that week. And there wasn't really any rewards, but there also weren't really any punishments. And not that I think there should be punishments for not doing things, but I really think that if you want to encourage yourself to do something, rewards are kind of a good idea. So someone that I follow on Instagram, and I'll leave her account in the description below, she had developed kind of like this little map, and every few pounds there's kind of like a reward that she would give herself. And I really liked the format of it, but I didn't need to lose 30 pounds because that was what she had it set to. So I kind of went out on my own and I thought, okay, I'm gonna start with this map and I will expand it from there. It all happened an afternoon at work. I was brainstorming with a few of my coworkers over our lunch break. They gave me some really good ideas and I came up with this framework. So then I put all of the documents together and I printed them all out, filled them out for myself and for what my goals are gonna be. And originally I had wanted to launch this and send it out so that you guys could download it and that you could go through it at the same time as me. But I've had 1 week with it and I'm actually glad that I waited that extra week because it kind of gave me a bit of extra time to go through it on my own and figure out a few things that I might want to change. So I've got all the documents here on a cork board below me. I bought a cork board from Staples. It was like 40 bucks, but the first night that I hung it up, it actually fell down off the wall. So I need to go and get a different cork board from Staples. But I wanted to keep all the papers on here until I filmed this video so that you guys could kind of see what I'm talking about and how I have it laid out. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to share these documents with you. You said yes. I ran my ideas by some friends and family and they gave me some feedback. So I'm hoping that what I provide you with, you might be able to adapt into your own journey. And if rewards work for you and if that type of system works for you, then I really encourage you to click the link in the description box. It's going to take you to a Google Drive. You can download everything for free and we can hopefully follow this incentive program together. So I'm going to show you my cork board. The minute that I bring it into frame, you're probably going to lose me a little bit, so I might just take each of the documents off one at a time once I show you the whole thing. So this is my cork board. And I really wanted a big one because I wanted to be able to lay everything out, but then I also want to fill up these spaces with some motivational quotes, maybe some pictures, and kind of have it as both a vision board and my incentive board. There are a few different pieces to this that you can probably see. There's the weekly calendar along that far side there, and this is all customized for May, so obviously it says May all the way down the sides. There is the main map here. This is the rewards map, and this is for 20 pounds. So that's what my goal is. I'm not saying that your goal has to be 20 pounds, and maybe if enough people are interested in like some smaller, like maybe it's just 10 pounds, I could make up a few different templates for that. Then I've got this fitness bucket list, and then I also have kind of like this criteria that I really wanted to lay out for myself at the beginning because I think that this will be constantly changing for myself, but I wanted to write it down so that I can actually hold myself accountable to the things that I'm saying I want to be accountable to. And then right here in the bottom corner is my starting weight and my goal weight. So as you can see, or might not be able to see, on May 5th, I weighed 168 pounds, which is not my heaviest, but it's for sure not my lightest. And then the next morning, I usually like to weigh myself at night and then the next morning because I find that there's such a huge difference in those two numbers most of the time. So then the next morning, I was already down to 165.5. So once I get to my goal weight, and I'm not really sure if it's necessarily a goal weight, but once I get down there, I'll be able to weigh myself at night and in the morning, and then as long as those numbers are pretty consistent with my goal, then I'm happy. So I guess the first part that I'll share with you is the incentive map, and I'm gonna leave, again, all these documents are down below so you'll know which one I'm referring to and you can go and check it out on your own time. But essentially I've got 20 pounds. So along the way, I've got 4 rewards. Every 5 pounds, I came up with something that I would reward myself with. So my first reward after losing my first 5 pounds is going to be going on a date night with my husband. Now, whether that's going to a restaurant that we just haven't gone to because it's a little bit more expensive, or just setting aside a night in the week, I find that that's something that we easily forget to do, and so that's going to be my first goal. And then the second one is a girls' night, and you might think like, why do you have to wait to lose 10 pounds to have a girls' night? But I just find that you get so caught up in the busyness of life, and so if it's something that you're really intentionally going to do, then that's awesome. The third one is doing a photo shoot, so I really want to revamp my pictures for my YouTube channel for the Making Melissa account, and so having a photo shoot in my workout gear after losing 15 pounds is something that I'm really looking forward to. And then my final reward after reaching my goal weight is going to be going away for a weekend to Manitou, where Marshall and I got married. So I think it's going to be really important once I near the end of this journey to come up with a new one, but instead of it being 20 pounds down, it's going to be maintenance. So when that time comes, I'm not going to be there for a while, but when that time comes, I'll definitely share with you what I'm going to be doing. But for now, this is going to be the map that I'm going to be following, and this is kind of the driver of my program. However, I think that it's important that you're rewarding yourself for more than just pounds. Like, I don't think that total weight loss is always the best driver for motivation, and so I came up with a little bit of a weekly calendar. So as you can see, I've got the week here, and then I've got a little tally box at the end. So every day I've got 3 different categories. I've got food equals fuel, move your body, and deep breaths. So those are my 3 categories that I really want to shoot for every single day, and each of those categories is 5 points. So if I move my body, 5 points, food equals fuel, if that's my mentality for the day and I've really followed that, 5 points, and deep breaths, 5 points. So a total of 15 points every day that I can get. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because in the past, I will say I want to work out 5 days a week. Well, what does that mean? Does working out mean going outside for a 10-minute walk, or does working out mean on the treadmill for an hour? I feel like that could be different for everybody. So it was really important for me that I defined what those 3 categories meant for me, and so I developed this little criteria list. So food equals fuel, move your body, and deep breaths all has its own little category, and I just wrote jot notes of what I need to accomplish in order to get those 5 points. So for me, food equals fuel means eating a high-fat, low-carb diet, drinking lots of water and spearmint tea, because that's something that I'm really trying to increase my intake, and be mindful of my snacking, trying not to eat after supper. So for me to get 5 points every day, I need to stick to my keto diet, which is what I've been focusing on, drinking tons of water, and being mindful. And if I accomplish those 3 things, then I can check off that box. For moving your body, I wanted to be very specific about what I needed to do in order to get those points. So for me, it's doing 20 minutes of movement daily, 0 excuses, and don't be lazy, but it could be as simple as a walk. So if I'm having a really lethargic, tired day when maybe I'm just not feeling 100%, a 20-minute walk is gonna do me way more good than going to the gym and running on the treadmill for 20 minutes when I really don't want to be there. So I wanted to give myself a little bit of lenience with that one, because I don't always think that a 20-minute vigorous workout is exactly what you need, but I did want to make sure that I wasn't being too soft on myself and saying like, oh, move your body, like as long as you move your body for 10 minutes a day. So that was what that one meant for me. So deep breaths is going to be different for everybody, but for me, it means 5 to 10 minutes daily of being mindful, whether that is journaling, praying, or meditating. I just wanted to have 5 to 10 minutes in my day somewhere to kind of do like a bit of a reflection and a bit of a more mindful practice. So that is how I determine whether or not I'm going to get those 5 points every day. Now, I've also got a few little spots along the bottom, note to self, and I write myself kind of like weekly notes of what I want to be focusing on. So the first week was 1 day at a time, don't lose momentum, and stay accountable daily. And then in this corner, I've got bonus, because I think that it's worth it to have a few things that you could focus on each week that might change. So I came up with these little bonus cards, and I've just got them in a little envelope, and I'll read you out a few of them, but like I said, all these documents are in the description, so you don't need to worry about it. But I actually need to pick my bonus for this week, so after I go through a few, I will do that. So one of the bonus challenges is stretch your body this week 3 nights, and that's 15 points. Go swimming 3 times this week, 15 points. no eating out this week, home cooked meals only, 35 points. So I've just got a few different ideas, 3 morning workouts this week, workout 5 days in a row this week. And to be completely honest, my first week's challenge was running 10 kilometers like in total, and I didn't do it because I was kind of just wanting to focus on getting my regular workouts in and not putting that extra challenge on myself. So these bonuses are completely bonus, and it just kind of gives you something else to focus on throughout the week. So without further ado, I need to pick out what my bonus challenge is going to be this week. And we're going to Calgary this weekend, so it's gonna be tough. Ah! It says, can you do no coffee this week? Try it. I might just put that one back for now. So those are the main components of the incentive program. And you might be wondering what the reward system is, and I'll explain that in a little bit because there's one more thing that I feel like I need to explain. So the only other thing that I added to this, because I wanted to continually be monitoring my progress and kind of measuring how successful I was being, is I made up this bucket list. This for me is 3 different areas that I really want to focus on when it comes to my physical fitness: running, strength, push-ups, and core strength planking. And so I just kind of set myself a few different milestones and associated a point system for each of those milestones. These are just things that I'm like constantly working through and working towards. So I've got this one up in the description, and I've also got a blank one. So if you wanted to fill in your own challenges, if your focus areas are different than mine, then that's totally fine. So now you're probably wondering about the rewards. This is the part that took me the longest, kind of like going through everything and kind of giving different point values for different bonuses and the different bucket list challenges, like just kind of deciding on like a basis for the point systems. So I came up with a list of things that I wanted to buy, things that I wanted to do, and I put them down on these cards. I assigned some point values to them, and I'm gonna work towards them. So one of the first ones that I'll probably be able to achieve is buy a cute new travel mug. I've been using like the same Kia cheap travel mug for a really long time, and so buying like a cute travel mug is one of the first things. Buying a cute new travel mug, which might be like $15 to $20, I put 150 points. So if I can get 15 points a day by eating, exercising, and doing some type of mindful practice, then that means it would take 10 days of being completely on point to get 150 points. So it was really important for me when I was developing the different rewards and the points associated that I really thought about, okay, like I don't need to be consistent for a month in order to buy a travel mug. Like a travel mug's a pretty low investment, but for something like, oh, this is a good one. Treat yourself to something from Vital Proteins. So buying something from Dad's that's a little bit more expensive, something that I wouldn't normally purchase, 250 points. So I'm gonna need to work a little bit harder for that, and I'm gonna need to be consistent for a little bit longer in order to accomplish that. So that's my incentive program. Again, I'm in the very beginning stages of this. I've only been doing it for a week, but it's been a really good way to keep myself accountable, and at the end of every day, I really take a look at my criteria for each of those things, and I really have to be honest with myself and say, like, was my 20-minute walk the best that I could possibly do today? If I had a really busy day at work and I was exhausted and I had my period, so my cramps were really bad, like, then yeah, maybe that was the most that I could do that day, but at least I have this criteria to fall back on to say like, no, Melissa, I think you're lying to yourself. You could have done better, so you don't get those 5 points. So anyways, I just wanted to get this video up. I wanted to make sure that I sat down and filmed it today so that I could put these documents up on YouTube for now. If there's a better way of me sharing this type of stuff with you, then please let me know. I just find that when I can only link one thing in my Instagram bio, I find it really difficult to share more than just my most recent YouTube video. So I'm gonna go and buy another cork board so that I can have this up on the wall more consistently, and maybe once I get it up there, I will take a picture, post on Instagram, and show you what my setup is gonna look like. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was quick, it was short, but I just wanted to get these documents out there for you so that you might be able to use them and implement them into your health and fitness routine and journey. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day. I probably talked way too fast in this video, but I really didn't want to put off filming this video any longer. So, hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Hopefully you want to download the documents in the description box below and join me on this incentive program. If you are going to join me, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're going to reward yourself with. I think it was important to develop some rewards that were not just based strictly on losing weight, because I don't think that's the overall goal. I think the overall goal is consistency and you know, making sure that you're being consistent on a day-to-day basis. And if you're moving your body, you're doing a good thing for yourself. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys in the very near future. Bye.